4 worst nuts to avoid and 4 to eat after 60. They've been called the best heart-healthy snack for decades. Doctors encourage them, dietitians praise them, and grocery stores stock superfood nut mixtures. However, nobody discusses this frightening truth. Some nuts are unsafe after 60. Some of the nuts you're urged to eat daily may block your arteries, strain your liver, cause inflammation, and increase your risk of stroke or memory loss. Worst part? No warning labels are on the bag. Recent clinical investigations found frightening results. A nut touted as a heart defender caused a 400% increase in harmful liver enzymes in seniors in 4 weeks. Mold in another nut is a group 1 carcinogen, like tobacco smoke, according to the WHO. The kicker: within 2 months, eliminating one of these toxic nuts reduced inflammation by 23% and improved memory. Have you experienced more joint stiffness, mental fog, or digestive discomfort after eating particular nuts? Your cupboard may hold the answer to your age-related problem. In this video, we'll disclose the 4 worst nuts you should never touch after 60 and the 4 greatest nuts you should consume every day for better memory, joints, and a longer, sharper life. With peer-reviewed research, genuine patient tales, and nutrition science for seniors, this book will help you make smarter decisions now and remain tuned to the finish. Because the number 1 nut you should avoid is touted everywhere as healthy, yet may increase stroke risk by 40%. Alzheimer's risk is almost half lowered by eating the number 1 nut daily. Which nuts do you eat most often? Notice how they make your body feel. Comment your solution below. We read every post and respond with health-specific advice. Let's begin with the 4th most dangerous nut. The 4th worst nut is macadamia nuts, which look luxurious. Buttery, creamy, and promoted as a healthy fat, they're popular in nut mixes, cookies, and trail snacks. But for seniors over 60, these decadent nuts can slowly damage your heart, liver, and kidneys. Here's why. The greatest fat content of any tree nut is 76 grams per 100 grams in macadamias. Fat isn't bad, but macadamia's fatty acids are bad for aging. Over 60, your liver normally loses 20–40% of its function. It has trouble processing significant amounts of fat. Instead of breaking down, extra fat accumulates up, boosting triglycerides and unhealthy cholesterol levels. A 2023 Journal of Geriatric Nutrition study followed 2,147 over 60s over 5 years. Seniors who ate macadamias more than twice a week had 34% more arterial plaque than those who avoid them. Researchers found the problem. Palmitic acid in macadamias causes inflammation in elderly persons, causing arterial hardening and heart disease. But hazards continue. Kidney stress. Each ounce of macadamias has 53 mg phosphorus. That seems harmless, but elderly kidneys have trouble filtering phosphorus. Vascular calcification can result from this buildup, turning arteries into inflexible pipes. Energy drain. Instead of nourishing elders, macadamias typically make them tired and breathless. Too much body signaling. Edward Story warns, Phoenix's retired accountant is 67. Edward ate a little dish of macadamias every night while watching TV, thinking it was healthy. However, within months, he observed unsettling changes, weariness, and shortness of breath on morning walks. A blood test revealed it. Triglycerides reached alarming 312 mg per deciliter. His diet changed dramatically when we switched from macadamias to raw almonds. He could walk the complete 3-mile trip again without stopping after 8 weeks of lowering his triglycerides to 148 mg per deciliter. Edward said it seemed like he gained 5 years. What's the lesson? Don't worry, macadamia lovers. You needn't quit overnight. Mix them 50-50 with almonds for 2 weeks, then gradually remove the macadamias. Almonds include monounsaturated fats that aging livers process better and decrease cholesterol. In conclusion, macadamias taste great, but after 60 they can be a quiet health risk. Switch today and your heart, liver, and kidneys will thank you for years. Worst nut number 3, Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts have been touted as a superfood for decades due to their selenium level. Some articles term them anti-aging, immune-boosting, and cancer-fighting. Here's the frightening reality. Brazil nuts can be harmful to elders over 60. Why? Because one bite delivers too much selenium. Brazil nuts have 96 mcg of selenium. That meets 175% of your daily needs. Only 6. Brazil nuts provide almost 1,000% of your daily needs. A younger body may buffer this overload, but after 60, the kidneys lose filtering effectiveness, and selenium accumulates up to toxic amounts. Selenosis might slowly develop with normal aging. Initial warnings are subtle: brittle or falling hair, nails thickening or streaking white, constant weariness or irritation. Deeper selenium poisoning is scarier. Research shows elders can acquire neurological symptoms like tremors, concentration issues, and mood changes, all easily misdiagnosed as dementia or Parkinson's. A landmark University of California research examined 2,200 active Brazil nut eaters over 65. After 18 months, nearly half developed selenium poisoning and 25% had neurological impairment. Even worse, brain scans showed that extra selenium accumulates in the memory-critical hippocampus. Barium is another hidden threat. Brazil nuts absorb barium from the soil and contain up to 4 milligrams per nut. Barium causes irregular heartbeats via disrupting potassium channels. This combination can be fatal for elderly persons on heart drugs. Consider Catherine's narrative a warning. A 71-year-old Seattle teacher, she retired. After reading online that Brazil nuts were the anti-aging miracle, Catherine started eating 3 a day. Within 4 months, her health plummeted. Her doctor suspected Parkinson's due to her extreme hair loss, hand tremors, and cognitive fog. However, blood testing showed otherwise. Her selenium levels were 5 times the permissible limit. Stopping Brazil nuts immediately and giving her vitamin C and zinc to flush minerals helped her recover. She recovered from tremors, hair loss, and mental clarity after nearly 6 months. Today, she obtains selenium safely from eggs, chicken, and sunflower seeds. She feels like herself again. Instead, do what? Change Brazil nuts for sunflower seeds. 1/4 cup serving delivers 37% of your daily selenium, a healthy, balanced quantity that supports your body without harm. You'll also get vitamin E, magnesium, and healthy fats in a digestible form. Brazil nuts are a nutritional landmine after 60, despite their miracle food appeal. Avoid them, safeguard your memory, and try sunflower seeds. Second worst nut, peanuts. Peanuts are tricky, widely offered, affordable, and touted as a heart-healthy snack. However, most over 60s don't recognize this. Peanuts are fake nuts, the legumes. This ubiquitous nut contains one of the most deadly poisons known to science. Molds that grow on peanuts during storage produce aflatoxin, the main hazard. Aflatoxin is a Group 1 carcinogen according to the WHO, and regulators set safe limits. Seniors are especially vulnerable to aflatoxin at any level. Why? Because the aging liver loses 30% of its cleansing capability by 60. Instead of eliminating poisons, your body stores them. Every handful of peanuts or daily spoonful of peanut butter amounts to a hazardous burden your body can no longer sustain. Other issues exist besides aflatoxin. Omega-6 fatty acids are abundant in peanuts, 4,400 millimolars per ounce. Peanuts can increase the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio to over 5,000 to 1. This enormous imbalance fuels inflammation. It promotes memory loss, arthritis, and artery stiffening. Scientific evidence is sobering. The Cleveland Clinic discovered that seniors who ate peanuts 3 or more times a week had 58% higher C-reactive protein and interleukin-6 levels. A GI analysis found that 73% of persons over 65 who ate peanuts experienced gas, bloating, and poor nutrient absorption. Because aged stomachs produce less acid, peanut proteins are harder to digest. This is the sneakiest. After 60, your immune system may react to peanuts even if you've always eaten them. Late-onset peanut sensitivity aren't often obvious. They manifest as chronic joint pain, weariness, or mental fog, which seniors mistake for aging. Please hear Beatrice's tale. Dallas's 70-year-old retired banker ate peanut butter on toast every morning for 40 years. She had terrible arthritis, weariness, and mental confusion. She received unclear responses from 3 doctors. Finally, aflatoxin levels were 5 times normal and liver enzymes were elevated. We immediately stopped eating peanuts and detoxified her liver with milk thistle and NAC. The change was tremendous in 10 weeks. Her energy returned, joint pain decreased by 80%, and her mind was sharp again. Beatrice now eats almond butter and tells her book club, "Peanuts nearly snatched my retirement." Which option is safer? Replace peanuts with sunflower or pumpkin seeds. No aflatoxin risk or inflammatory overload. Just delightful crunch and protein punch. Try almond butter or tahini if you miss peanut butter. Body will appreciate you. For elders, peanuts are a silent saboteur despite their appearance. They damage your health spoonful by spoonful with aflatoxins and inflammation. This nut is best avoided by those over 60. Number 1 worst nut, cashews. Cashews may look nutritious in that shiny package on the grocery rack, but those over 60 might not benefit from them. Cashews can quietly damage your kidneys, joints, blood sugar, and brain. First red flag, oxalates. One of the most oxalate-rich nuts is cashews at 49 millimoles per ounce. Since kidney function declines 1% per year beyond 40, elderly are more susceptible to kidney stones caused by oxalates and calcium. By your 60s or 70s, your kidneys may struggle to filter these substances, turning a snack into a kidney stone factory. Kidney stones are just the start. The poison ivy component urushiol is found in cashews. The majority is eliminated during processing, but traces remain. Although younger immune systems can tolerate it, older ones generally overreact and cause extensive inflammation. Inflammation goes beyond joint swelling. Heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive deterioration can accelerate. Sugar spikes are another issue. Cashews have 9 grams of carbohydrates per ounce, unexpected for a low-carb food. Nearly 50% of seniors with diabetes or prediabetes experience harmful blood sugar spikes and exhausting drops from carbs. Phytic acid in cashews may be the biggest hidden risk. This anti-nutrient binds to iron, zinc, and magnesium, which seniors need for muscle, bone, and brain health. Regularly consuming cashews can slowly deplete your body of essential nutrients, making you weaker and more susceptible to weariness, fractures, and memory loss. Remember cashew processing. Most cashews are roasted in trans fat-containing oils or kept with chemicals. These molecules accumulate in aging bodies, causing oxidative stress and inflammation, which cause most chronic diseases after 60. The science is obvious. A Harvard Medical School research of nearly 9,000 seniors found that cashew eaters 3 or more times a week had a 67% increased chance of hospitalized kidney stones. Another study connected high oxalate foods like cashews to greater inflammation markers in older persons, specifically CRP, a cardiovascular risk factor. The safer swaps? Choose walnuts for brain health, almonds for heart health, or pecans for antioxidants. Seniors benefit more from each. Free of cashew hazards. Cashews are touted as a creamy, heart-healthy snack. After 60, they're risky. Cashews can quietly harm your health with kidney stones, blood sugar surges, and mineral deficiency. Leave cashews behind to safeguard your body and mind as you age. From danger to healing. We've revealed the 4 nuts that can silently harm your health beyond 60. These healthy foods can quietly accelerate aging, inflammation, and disease due to hidden toxins and kidney-damaging chemicals. Good news, though, not all nuts are harmful. Some are the most powerful superfoods for seniors. These nuts can reduce inflammation, improve cognition, heart health, and sleep due to their antioxidants, brain-protective lipids, and age-defying minerals. The healing 4 support your aging body, unlike the hazardous 4. The latest studies and patient experiences indicate that eating the correct nuts regularly can literally extend your life. Flip the script. Focus on what to embrace instead of what to avoid. Here are the 4 finest nuts to consume every day after 60, starting with a tasty, nutritious favorite. Not simply for pies and holiday delights, pecans are the 4th best nut. They are one of nature's most potent everyday medicines for elders over 60. Pecans, often disregarded in favor of almonds or walnuts, have a unique nutrient profile that addresses age-related health concerns like oxidative stress, cognitive decline, blood sugar instability, and chronic inflammation. First, something most people don't know. Pecans are the most antioxidant-rich tree nut. Pecans have a high ORAC of 17,040 per 100 grams. That makes them more antioxidant-rich than blueberries, cranberries, or dark chocolate. Antioxidants are essential after 60. When free radicals increase and natural defenses diminish, they're vital. Pecans help aging brains. Brains decrease by 5% per decade after 40, according to research. This is why seniors often have memory loss, slower thinking, and brain fog. Olive oil contains oleic acid, a heart-healthy monounsaturated fat, and pecans contain polyphenol that protects brain cells from oxidative damage. In a 7-year Loma Linda University study of 3,289 persons over 65, those who ate pecans at least 5 times a week had 43% less cognitive deterioration on standardized memory tests. Brain scans showed additional amazing things. Brain gray matter volume in memory-critical areas was higher in pecan eaters, so they kept their brains young longer. The benefits continue. Pecans help manage blood sugar, which becomes more significant after 60. Pecans have natural sugars but a low glycemic index of 10. They barely affect blood sugar rises, making them a great snack for seniors with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. How elders should eat pecans for optimum advantages. Daily serving, 1 ounce, 19 pecan halves. Eat them mid-morning or mid-afternoon to avoid energy dumps and balance blood sugar. Select unsalted, raw, or lightly toasted nuts. Sugary, candied, or glazed variants should be avoided. Bonus tip, coat fish or chicken with finely ground nuts. The crunch, flavor, and antioxidants enhance your meal. Pecans show that aging doesn't mean decline. Including them in your everyday diet is more than a nice snack. This protects against memory loss, heart disease, and blood sugar increases. The 3rd best nut is pistachios, which are more than simply a snack, a true anti-aging powerhouse. For seniors over 60, these tiny green gems fight some of the most common aging health issues: visual impairment, muscle weakness, cardiovascular stiffness, and digestive issues. Eyes first. Pistachios have the most lutein and zeaxanthin from any nut. 2 carotenoids filter blue light and protect against AMD, the major cause of senior blindness. Your body requires these beneficial chemicals, which pistachios replenish since natural synthesis drops with age. Vision alone cannot solve the problem. Pistachios include full plant-based protein. Each ounce contains 6 grams of complete amino acid-rich protein. This matters since the body loses 3 to 8% of muscular mass per decade beyond 60. Pistachio protein is mild, readily digestible, and kidney-friendly, making it ideal for seniors attempting to maintain muscle without overworking their kidneys. It gets interesting here. A Penn State University study discovered that persons over 60 who ate 1.5 ounces of pistachios daily for 4 weeks had 30% greater vascular flexibility and significantly lower blood pressure. The researchers attributed this to pistachios' unique blend of arginine, which enhances nitric oxide for arterial relaxation, phytosterols, and antioxidants. Pistachios keep arteries young, flexible, and free-flowing. Another underappreciated benefit is digestion. Pistachios' 3 grams of fiber per ounce help seniors with constipation, a common problem. About 40% of persons over 65 have irregularity, which can impact energy, mood, and cardiovascular health. Pistachios feed intestinal flora and keep the digestive tract moving with soluble and insoluble fiber. If nut weight gain worries you, try pistachios. Their 159 calories per ounce make them the lowest calorie nut. Shelling also slows eating. In-shell pistachios have 41% fewer calories than shelled ones, according to studies. Better portion control without suffering. Consider Denver-based retired nurse Anna, 74. Macular degeneration was eroding her freedom. Her doctor warned her of blindness. Anna was desperate and started eating 1.5 ounces of pistachios daily after learning about their lutein and zeaxanthin levels. At her 6-month eye exam, her doctor was shocked. Her macular degeneration stopped, and her vision improved by 1 line on the eye chart. Additionally, her blood pressure reduced from 145/90 to 128/78, allowing her to reduce medication. She's taken pistachios daily for 3 years as her vision supplements. Here's how to maximize pistachio benefits. Take 1 ounce daily, around 49 pistachios. Unsalted, in-shell pistachios are best. They help you snack mindfully. Perfect as a midday snack or sprinkled on oatmeal. To preserve fragile oils, store in an airtight container in the fridge. Pistachios are longevity nuts. They aid digestion, muscle preservation, blood pressure reduction, and vision, all while tasty and enjoyable. This food helps seniors over 60 stay healthy and independent as hard as they do. Best nut number 2, almonds. Not only a snack, almonds are popular. They're one of the most powerful age-reversing diets for adults over 60. These adaptable nuts address several of aging's biggest issues: cognitive decline, heart, sleep, and intestinal difficulties. Start with the brain. Alpha-tocopherol is abundant in almonds. This antioxidant directly protects brain cells from oxidative stress, a major cause of memory loss beyond 60. Seniors who eat almonds frequently do better on memory and attention tests, according to research. Because this vitamin E builds neural connections and delays brain shrinkage. Now, magnesium. This is where almonds shine for elders. Each ounce contains 80 milligrams of magnesium, 20% of your daily requirement. Why is it crucial? Because 70% of over 60s lack magnesium. At this age, deficiency causes muscle cramps, restless sleep, irregular heartbeats, and anxiety. Because almonds contain magnesium alongside other nutrients, your body can absorb and use it better than tablets. Almonds have similarly excellent cardiac benefits. A Stanford University study of 4,900 over 65s found that almond eating lowered cardiovascular risk by 45%. Adding a handful of almonds to your diet practically halves your risk. Here's why bad. Almonds reduce LDL. Raising HDL and cholesterol beneficial. Cholesterol. Just 12 weeks after eating 1.5 ounces of almonds daily, LDL cholesterol dropped 31 points and HDL rose 8 points. The benefits continue. Foods like almonds are gut-friendly. Beneficial bacteria like Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus create short-chain fatty acids that lower systemic inflammation when fed. After 60, gut variety reduces 40% and inflammation becomes a major cause of chronic disease. How should almonds be eaten for most benefit? Let them soak overnight. Eliminating enzyme inhibitors increases nutrition absorption by 50%. Portion size. A daily ounce, 23 almonds, best form, roasted raw or dry. Unsalted. Stay away from oils and sugar. Extra tip. Almond flour can be baked with or blended into fresh almond milk. Almonds go beyond snacking. They're taken daily to improve memory, nerves, heart rhythm, and sleep. Seniors should keep this nut in their pantry and daily routine. First best nut, walnuts. As a miracle food for seniors, walnuts are it. Not just symbolic, this brain-shaped nut. It provides compounds that protect and rebuild the aging brain, improve heart health, sleep, and longevity. Walnuts' omega-3s make them special. They're the only nut high in plant-based omega-3 alpha-linolenic acid, YALE. 1 ounce of walnuts contains 2.5 grams YALE. This matters for seniors. Chronic inflammation causes heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline with age. YALE directly combats inflammation, lowering C-reactive protein and artery plaque. The brain advantages of walnuts are amazing. Omega-3s, vitamin E, folate, and melatonin protect the brain. UCLA researchers found that seniors who ate walnuts regularly had brainwave patterns like 10-year-olds. Another major journal of Alzheimer's disease study followed 6,467 over 65s for 9 years. Walnut consumption at least 5 times a week reduced Alzheimer's disease risk by 68%. Walnut eaters had fewer amyloid plaques and tangles in their post-mortem brain scans than non-eaters. Health benefits of walnuts include cardiovascular prevention. The famous Perdigam experiment of nearly 7,400 older adults indicated that adding walnuts to the Mediterranean diet lowered heart attack risk by 49% and stroke risk by 46% in 5 years. This is practically halving your risk of a life-threatening occurrence with a handful of nuts. Sleep is one of the most ignored senior health considerations. Many elderly persons have sleeplessness and restless evenings because melatonin production reduces by 90% after 60. Walnuts are the only nut with natural melatonin, tryptophan, and magnesium, making them a sleep generator. Walnuts in the evening might reset your sleep cycle for deeper, more restful sleep. Eleanor, a 78-year-old Portland retired professor, will always be remembered. Her family was ready to move her into assisted living since she was forgetting words and bills. We gave her 2 ounces of walnuts in the morning and evening. Eleanor's cognitive test results improved 34% in 6 months. Her hippocampus and frontal cortex were active on brain imaging. Even more impressive, she obtained control over her finances and drugs. 3 years later, Eleanor writes poems, lives alone, and thanks walnuts with saving her mind. So how do you maximize walnuts? Daily serving, 1 to 2 ounces, 1428 walnut halves. Better sleep with a portion in the evening. To avoid pesticides, raw, unsalted, organic is best. Walnuts' delicate oils degrade fast, so store them in the fridge or freezer. Walnuts go beyond eating. They boost your memory, heart, and independence daily. They're mandatory for seniors. Conclusion and call to action. The fact is, the nuts you eat daily might progressively damage or rebuild your health. We revealed the 4 deadliest nuts that secretly cause inflammation, liver damage, kidney strain, and memory loss. We found the 4 greatest nuts scientifically proved to protect your heart, sharpen your intellect, build your muscles, and improve your sleep. After 60, pricey medications and miracle treatments don't make the difference between sickness and strength. Small daily decisions. Choosing walnuts over cashews, almonds over macadamias, pistachios over peanuts. Simple substitutions have life-changing effects. Think about it. 1 handful of the correct nut reduces stroke risk. Keep your memory, ease arthritic pain, and live longer, stronger, and more independently. I want your response. Today, which nut astonished you most? Have particular nuts changed your physique, for better or worse? Comment your story below. You could give another senior hope and healing. If you liked today's video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and switch on notifications to never miss our science-backed senior wellness suggestions. We're creating a community where aging fosters growth. Remember, eliminate the hazardous, embrace the therapeutic, and let every bite add years and life to your years. Stay strong, smart, and see you in the next video.